All right, I'm here with Elba coach Ed Rigby. Coach, just give us a snapshot of your season and how you guys have gotten to the championship round.
The big thing is very resilient. Our kids are very resilient. They bounce back. They're like elastic. You pull them out, they pop right back. They don't get rattled. Very calm. We have 7 seniors out of our 37-man roster. They've done a great job leading, and I think our kids kind of take their personality when it comes to just kind of being relaxed. They're a very relaxed group in the locker room. They're a very relaxed group on game day. I don't know that I could have coached them 15 years ago. They're just so relaxed and everything, you know. But the big thing is they're just very resilient and very non-rattleable. And we've been down a few times this year, and they just always seem to just never freak out on the sideline. They don't get on each other. They just find a way to kind of put it all back together and calmly do their thing and win.
You guys definitely found a way to win against Washington County. Used a trick play during the game. Just talk about the emotion of winning in the semifinal, but particularly the hook and lateral that really seemed to be a turning point.
It was a turning point. You know, the score was 14-14 at the time, and we used it. I think it was 14-14, and we used it. It was a 4th and 7. Actually, no, we were down at the time. Correction, we were down. It was a 4th and 7, and down there probably on about the 9-yard line, and we called 2 plays, and you know, someplace quarterback, he kind of checked us into the one. You know, we had 2 options of what we were going to do. They lined up right for that option, and that's what we ran, and it was just textbook. He threw it to Brosnan Cooks, and Brosnan was somebody hanging on him, was able to get the pitch off, and Stephon Caldwell caught it and just walked into the end zone. It wouldn't have mattered if it was, 60 yards or 9 yards. It was gone. There was nobody there, and so it was textbook. And sometimes if you can't lick them, you got to trick them. So it worked out perfect.
You guys beat number 2 Washington County in the semifinals. Now you play the number 1 team. You kind of expect when you get this far you're going to play the best teams, but you guys are definitely doing that.
That's it. The week before we played GW Long, who was actually number 3. So we went from 3 to 2, and now we're on 1. We've played a very tough schedule all year. We've beaten 6A and Daleville and Op, a region champ 3-round team in 3A. So we've played a lot of good teams, and it's kind of, we say it all the time, you can't get good teeth eating mush. One of those famous old football coaches said that. I don't remember. I think it was Homer. But anyway, we've played some tough people. We think it's hardness to be able to come into games like this and play the number 1 ranked team.
There's got to be a lot of emotion for your guys to go play in such a big stadium on a big stage. What are the biggest things you try to guard against this week?
Really, to be honest, really nothing. Because again, every week it's been the same thing. We talk about what we're going to do. We talk about we play what they do like. We never talk about being undefeated, this, that, or state championship. We just don't discuss it. And I mean, I picture they'll be just kind of like they have been. There'll be a lot more distractions, obviously, but I look at that stuff. What our kids have to go through. The kids from Fyffe do the same thing. Not being in school Thursday, traveling down there, spending the night in a hotel. All those things, 5 kids have to do the same thing. So I don't look at it as being a disadvantage for us, just because we both are going through it. It's like kicking on a crooked goalpost. People might complain about it, but hey, both teams are going to have it 2 quarters. So I mean, there's really not much that really that I'm really concerned with. I mean, we're just going to do what we do, and hopefully, after all these weeks, it'll all have the same outcome.